Okay, good. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Alright, this time we're going to play the D-backs. Alright, first I want to try to recap the last series a little bit. So Figgins, Loney, and Martin combined for 7 total hits in the first game. And Jones' homer was crucial to the one run win at the end of the first game. First two Padres hitters, Iguchi and Giles, not sure, went for 3 RBI each. It's quite a lot. So he played well. 6 total RBI between the two of them. And they're only the leadoff hitters among them. There really isn't any evident favorite player for the second game. All the players, on the whole of it, they just weren't as good as you expected them, or hoped they could be. Third game, Dodgers scored 7 runs in the bottom of the first inning. I also want to talk about the sack hits, the bunt, hit and run, sack fly, with runners in first and third. Now there's a big debate. Should you do hit and run, or there's a guy on first and third? Or should you do sack bunt? Or should you do the sacrifice fly? And to be honest with you, I really think that hit and run is one of the best choices. If you don't do sack bunt, then that would be most likely a result of the player not having a good rating in that category. Alright, let's look at this. Dodgers up by 14. 4 runs scored in the bottom of the second, and 5 runs scored in the bottom of the fourth. So 14 runs in total on the whole of it. Take a look at this. And the other team, the D-backs, they only have 1 run scored and 2 hits. And there's been 4 errors thus far in the game. Alright, so a little more comments related to the last series. Sean Figgins may be the best player of the series due to the amount of hits that he got that time. Iguchi, Hairston, Bard, good Padres players in the second and third game. Alright, well that's about it. I think that's it. Alright, so as we said, you gotta look at these pitching rotations, formulations, and make sure that the tired pitchers get the rest, and we need the rest. So we put them in the minors so we can use as many pitchers as we want to in a single game without them being too tired, and thus affecting how they perform on the whole of it. Alright, so Chad Billings, Clayton Kershaw were very young players at this time. This is 2008. And, they just weren't at the same level of success that they had after the fact. Now, Dan Herron is the pitcher for the D-backs in this game. And one of the things I liked about him was that, he was a good pitcher on the whole of it. But I'm pretty sure he was also fairly solid among pitchers with the bat, that he was able to hit the ball better than other pitchers in the National League. And, that's rare, so you gotta take that into context as a consideration, as being important. Alright, so maybe there's an older man with a beard all the way down to his knees. This guy's got a big beard, okay? Maybe he's in his 70s, but we're just saying, in this context, he's in the crowd, he's among them, he's watching the players, and he's got this big beard, and maybe it's got a mix of colors in it, maybe it's got orange, maybe it's got gray, a tinge of purple, you name it. But what happens is, some big fat guy comes up to the older man, and the big fat guy takes out some sharp object, a random sharp object, and he cuts the beard, he trims it, and this older man, he gets so angry, and maybe he has a fit of rage, much like that of Samson, or the opposite of Samson, or similar. Well, the kind of the opposite, since he's getting strength and being aggressive as a consequence due to the fact that he wants to keep his beard. Maybe it was a value to him. Maybe he didn't shave his beard for 30 years. But anyway, he lifts up the big fat man and he hurls him into the seats 20 feet below. So that's really quite climatic and extreme. I mean, just imagine, just conceive you're in the ball game and you're singing along to a song of some sort, and all of a sudden you see this older man and a big fat guy comes, cuts off his beard, and he picks up the guy by the throat and slams him into the seats below. Alright, so there we are. That's our story to go with for the game that just passed. But here we are again, the new game. And as I said, it goes fast at first, cause I used to skip inning. And then after that, I'll just go, batter by batter. So as you can see, it goes by very fast to start off with. Alright, now let's say, maybe there's a retired cop, and he's at the game, and he's with his family, and he has his wife and maybe his son with him. And, he goes to get a pizza, and to share among his wife and his son. And then, as they cut the seal off the box, he realized that the food was cooked upside down on tin foil. So you got the cheese and it's glued to the tin foil. And so think about it. You just got a pizza and you look forward to eating the pizza. You're surrounded by the atmosphere at a ball game with the grass and the dirt, and you get the scene, but he's got this pizza and he can't eat it because the cheese is glued to the tin foil. So what he does is he throws the pizza up into the air, straight up into the air, and a big bird flies by, and the bird sees his pizza. Oh my god, that's food. You know what? That's for me. And so the bird takes it and into his claws, snatches it while flying by, and there he goes off with pizza, maybe to share with his little chicks, should there be little ones. So I mean to think about it. It's funny because you have the cop to begin with, and he wants pizza, and he wants to share it with his family. Well, it's glued to the tinfoil. He can't eat it unless he feels okay about eating the tinfoil. And so he throws it up in the air. The bird gets it. Bird feeds his family instead of the cop's family. Alright, good. That's the last of it. Thank you again. Praise God and Jesus Christ.